Welcome back, everybody, to Trickle Sticks Knives. Today we're going to be going over the Maxam Saltwater knife. I know you've seen this on Amazon because they probably still are. If you're, looking for knives, anyways, they were advertising it pretty hardcore at one point. If you If you need to know whether to buy this or not, absolutely buy this knife. You will be shocked how good this knife is. That's if you don't want to watch the rest of the video, I guess. This is an excellent knife, and more companies should. I know Maxam is a cheap brand, but this is a great knife. Like, it really is. Look at this blade. It is eerie sharp. Dare I say, just as good as cutlery, frost cutlery serrations, and better than Spyderco. At least the Spydercos I've had they're. It's not that they're not sharp serrations, but like the ones on this one and the most frost knives, it's really scary sharp, like really sharp. Um, to my knowledge, this is on par with like cold steel and like I said, frost cutlery. Um, so to me, that's better than. I'm not saying it's better company than Spyderco, but it's this example, this blade, these serrations are better than Spyderco, and they actually it's called the Maxam 5-inch saltwater knife. That's how you'll find it. The funny thing is there's nothing on this that is 5 inches. It almost is 5 inches with the handle, but it's still not. It actually offers an extremely good grip. I swear, look at this. You can see it there. It's got a really good grip, really good back lock, reversible pocket clip. It's one where it goes down in the material, whatever this is. It's probably a G10. This feels like a G10, probably. It's not. It's some sort of plastic. Yeah, I can't tell. It's a decent plastic. It's not like the frost cutlery plastic. Let's put it that way. It feels good though. It doesn't feel cheap. Nothing like that. Um, it's rocking the. Might say it there, but I doubt it. Yeah, it does. I think it does. German steel, I think it says. And it is manufactured in China, I think that said. I think that's the 4116 steel is what they're talking about. And they're saying that this knife is rust proof. Which, I mean, as far as the quality goes, I'm gonna get a bunch of oil on this knife. As far as I think this is what I was saying, lost track there. As far as the rust proof goes, I have no idea. Just trying to. There's some excess oil. It always bothers me, especially when I'm trying to give you a shot of it. Um, this is an excellent knife. I think they're like $20 or $30. They're very inexpensive. I've only seen them on Amazon. I'm sure they're on eBay too. This is probably, if I was going to go, I might do, I already got another. Sometimes I think of videos while I'm doing them, and this one's definitely going to be in another video because I have to compare it to. I have a Cara bird knife that's made by Spyderco, and that's right there would be a great example of how much sharper this one is than that one. And yeah, I understand. Cara is their um, budget line, but I it's not that I used to have quite a few Spydercos, and a few had the serrated edge, and they're just not as sharp as Cold Steel and some others. Very sharp. I just couldn't believe this knife when I got it. I'm like, there's got to be something wrong with this, and there's just not. There's just not. This is an excellent knife that it's a hidden gem. It's got purposeful jimping, not the greatest in the world, but it is purposeful. It's not the best in the world, but it is purposeful. You can choke up right here. I mean, for as cheap as this knife is, you have got to pick one of these up. And it's yellow, so you won't lose it. That's always a plus. I don't think I've ever lost a knife. I'm very good at, that's a good video title. How many knives have you lost? I personally, I don't think I've ever lost a knife. Like, one has come out. I've just come up with ways to let it very, very. I just I bought a slip so that knife won't slide out of my pocket, because usually with thinner knives that go in a slip, those will slip right out of your pocket when you sit down. Excuse me, I had to take a sip there. Let's get some measurements on this. The overall is 7 3/4. The knife blade is 3 1/4 with a actual cutting edge of 2.75. I used to pre-measure and weigh everything, but I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing that no more. 4.5's the handle, and I think I gave you the overall. Let's get some calipers on it. Because I know people are going to want to know, like, how thick's the stock on that sucker if I'm going to get it. It really is an excellent knife, though. Really good grip. And I don't know why that's another thing. I think it was like a crazy amount of, that's why I got this, to check it out. I think it said like, the number was so high that I had to get it. It said, oh man, I wish, because I've had it for a few months now, but I think it said like just the previous month, like it'll tell you like how many people bought it on Amazon. It was over 1,000, but I can't remember if it was like a couple thousand or if it was like 10,000. It was way high though. I just remember looking at it like, whoa, like how, and that's what I start thinking, like how, like that many people bought this knife. But that was my question. 2.3 millimeters on the, let's make sure that's zeroed out. Yeah, 2.3 on the blade stock. But that was my question. Like, to myself, I'm wondering, thousands of people just last month bought this knife, like, but there's no reviews on YouTube. There's one from some guy that isn't a knife reviewer. It's pretty much just some guy that needed this knife for his job type thing, so he's just explaining it, which it was kind of hard to find that knife or that video, because it's not like, I don't think it was under Maxam, or it might have been. I just remember like there wasn't very many videos. 3.8, if the light will stop bouncing off of it. 3.8. But this really is an excellent knife. We're going to get some really good close-ups here. At least we're going to try. But I like these knives for multiple reasons. They're saying it's for like rust-proof saltwater knife is what they're claiming. It could be. I mean, I'm not saying it's not. It does have very good steel on it. Okay, now very good. I'm not saying it's like, you know, like Spyderco's rust-free, I forget, N1, whatever it is. Not saying it's that, but German steel usually is really good. In my experience, it's like, it's really good. I'm not saying it's the best, but it is a really good stainless steel, in my experience. So is it rust proof? I don't know about that, but the guy who made the video I saw was claiming he was taking it in and out of the water. So I imagine as long as you just kind of keep an eye on it, if you were taking this into the ocean or lakes or anything like that, just kind of keep an eye on things. Maybe give it a bath in water that's not like corrosive water or anything, and then make sure it's dried off real good. Everything came really tight as far as the screws, the pocket clip. It has a really good pocket clip. It's a small one, and it's not coming off. You know what I mean? It should be able to stay on very well. They nailed the pocket clip on this. It's one of those pretty much a large style knife, but kind of bordering a medium, but still to throw a small pocket. I like these small pocket clips. They're just less intrusive. They tend not to get in your, like, dig in your hand that much. And this one, like, just gripping the living crap out of it. There's a slight little hint of a, you know, but it's really nothing to write home about. I can barely feel it. This knife is just really grippy. Even without that pocket clip, this material that they're using, it's really, or maybe it's just a pattern, I guess, because that's what I'm feeling is this pattern. It's really grippy. There's really, I just can't, pardon me. There's nothing wrong with this knife. And it has holes in it, so bonus for me. Some people I know don't like that. Not sure why, because I love it. But this is a great knife. Definitely pick it up. It's great for emergencies. As far as this is an excellent seatbelt cutter, because you can get behind the seatbelt without cutting the person, and if it was someone else, if it's yourself, just figure it out. Also for self-defense, this would be a nasty self-defense weapon. It's just awesome. It really is. The lockup is just, it came like that. I didn't have to adjust anything. I had to cut myself the other day, so let's make sure my finger's out of the way. So yeah, when you drop it, it'll start to go, but you can reverse flick. And since the other day I cut myself, and my finger is a little shy. It always is when it's because I've done well, it's not the impossible, but I swear sometimes I'll cut myself in damn near the same spot, like right next to it, and it's like, ow. Sometimes I can be a ding dong, what can I say? But I blame my children. They make me tired. Just trying to give you guys some close-ups to let you see this thing is screaming sharp. That's why I couldn't believe it. It's just almost unbelievable. Like, I mean, there's really not much material here, especially since they put holes in it, but It's an excellent knife. I actually plan on just kind of getting a few of them just because it's so good. It's just such a good example of an emergency knife, I guess. Because, and I'll make there. Maybe I'll do that video after this one. I don't know, because I've got another that other bird, uh, the other bird knife, and see what. I'll say it. I don't want to say it in this video. I'll say it in that video because it's comparing them. But I definitely choose this over many other, just because I know the blade steel. It's a strong steel, and this knife is wicked sharp. Um, it came like this. I didn't have to adjust anything. It's just a great knife. If you're looking for a great knife, and I mean, I guess you could. It says it's rust proof, but I don't think I would put much faith in that. You can. But if it was me, if you're trying to take this into the ocean and stuff, it's probably your best bet as far as I would try to get something that's like the Spyderco H1 steel or something like that. It has a yellow handle and it's made by Spyderco. Those are rust proof as far as I know. I've never owned one. Um, but I would, if you're gonna do that, I would make sure you leave it out to just dry, and then if you're doing the saltwater thing, you need to at least wash it off the entire thing. Wash it all the way, and by I mean rinse it off is what I mean, with some water. Make sure it gets in all the crevices. Rinse it off, and then just let it sit. Either take a hair dryer and dry it off, or whatever you got to do to like get it dry again, and then just it should be good to go. Um, I don't know. Kind of gonna make this a long video because I'm pretty sure no one's going over this knife. It's just like, I don't know. I made a review video on it a little while ago, but I deleted it. And now I'm making another one because I'm sure no one's going over this thing. But it is awesome, I assure you. You will be shocked. You will be shocked at like just the knife, like how good it is for how much you pay. I can't remember what it was, but it's under 50. I think it's like 30 or 20. And I mean, for it having what it has, an extremely sharp blade, a reversible pocket clip, extremely good grip, it's almost unheard of. Like, it's almost unheard of what's going on here. And um, just they nailed it. I love it when companies they nail the pocket clip, um, the look. I mean, yeah, maybe yellow. It's not my favorite color, but hey, at least I won't lose it. I mean, you gotta admit that and it's not that bad. It's yellow. Who cares? I don't mind yellow. I'm just gonna keep giving you some close-ups because there's no other videos. So I'm gonna end it here in a second. So I give you some more close-ups. But yeah, you can reverse flick it, thumb flick it. I think it was a little. That's the only thing it was. It was a little. I had to break it in. It was a little. I just had to do this a bunch because it was just a really. It's got a really good spring on it, so I just had to kind of break it in, like thumb flicking it a lot and reverse flicking it a lot. I don't think I had to adjust the pivot at all. I think I just left it how it was because it was a little tight. You were still able to slow roll it and everything, but I think I was having a little trouble reverse flicking. But I think I just waited like right there. I didn't get it all the way, but I almost had it. But I think I just left it and let it break in itself instead of messing with the pivot. And I mean, this thing's just incredible. It's one of my better knives. It really is. As far as if I want a sharp knife, I'm coming in for this one. Like, if I need something that's cutting some rope or something thick, I'm coming in for this one. This is like one of my better go-tos. Like, it will cut some some serious fibers. You know what I mean? It really is nice. I completely recommend it. And that's the reason the video is long. I hope. Oh goodness! I hope y'all grab one. It's very inexpensive and it's a wonderful knife. I'll leave you with that. Y'all have a great day.